Well, this past weekend marked the anniversary of the Buffalo, New York mass shooting. That's where 10 people were killed in the racially motivated shooting at the Tops grocery store on Jefferson Avenue, where 3 others, including the shooter, were wounded. To mark the anniversary of this shooting, President Biden wrote an op-ed in USA Today saying he's doing everything he can to curb gun violence, but he's turning to Congress to do more. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp has more for us today.
In the op-ed, President Biden says he and the First Lady have spent a lot of time with family members whose lives have changed following those shootings, like in Buffalo, New York, and at the elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Now, following those shootings, Congress passed the most sweeping gun legislation in decades. In the op-ed, Biden touted the legislation, saying the new law showed real progress because it strengthens firearm background checks for young people, expands the use of red flag laws to temporarily remove guns from those who are a danger to themselves or others. He also says the bill helps prevent domestic abusers from buying guns and making investments in mental health. Biden says the enhanced background checks have already stopped more than 160 guns from getting into potentially dangerous hands, according to data from the Justice Department. But he says in the year after the Buffalo tragedy, we need to do more. According to the Gun Violence Archive, an organization that tracks shootings, the U.S. experienced nearly 650 mass shootings last year. The president says he is doing everything that he can to reduce gun violence, but his power is not absolute. He says Congress must act. He's now pushing for Congress to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, among other requests. Even though Congress passed that bipartisan gun control legislation last year, Republicans have pushed back against an assault weapons ban. At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp reporting.